Welcome to 44 High Street, located in the heart of downtown historic Ipswich, Massachusetts. This beautiful antique colonial offers over 3,000 square feet of charming living space. Originally a first-period home built in the 1600s, it was later expanded upon in the late 1700s, and today it has developed into a striking Federal Style Colonial. Ornate original details remain throughout this fabulous home, carefully preserved and incorporated into today's style and modern amenities. In addition to this amazing home, there's a shed and a large 40 by 30 foot, two-level barn offering over 2,400 square feet of space, perfect for additional living areas, a home office, or a studio. Both the home and the barn sit beautifully situated on a quarter-acre in-town lot.
The age of the house is an evolution in time, so to speak. The upper part of the house was clearly built as a federal period in the late 1700s. The lower level has its roots back in the 1600s, literally back to the Puritan times. We've been in the home 15 years. Originally, 15 years ago, we had completed restoring the Daniel Nichols house in Reading, Mass. It was 1740 salt box. And we looked for another project when we discovered this home here in Ipswich as our next opportunity to restore an historic home. One of the special attributes of living here in the village of Ipswich is we can easily walk to multiple restaurants, and the amenities that are offered in this town, such as Cranes Beach and Great Neck, and all the views of that are just endless. And many a night we've walked through the old part of the village, just admiring all the old architecture within the village. In the process of renovating, restoring this old house, and trying to preserve as much antiquity as possible, one of the big features was the accommodation, kitchen, dining area, in which we were able to open it up so that while you're in the kitchen and working, you still could easily converse with those at the dining table or in the family room like that. It was very centrally designed layout that makes it quite easy to be in contact with all your guests at any moment. This house has given us a lot of interesting stories. One of my favorites, it seems to be in several houses I restored, is people who have lived in the house in the past always seem to come by while you're in the middle of construction. And one day, a woman who lives in California stopped by and said her grandparents lived in this house at the turn of the last century. And she came in, toured the house, and told us a lot about what we didn't know that had been changed that was original to the house. But the story was her grandfather used the barn, had his horses in there, and a shed stored his wagon. And every 2 days he would take the wagon and horses, go to Gloucester, pick up fish, bring it back here and sell it. One of the major antique features in the house are the fireplaces. There's two chimneys, major chimneys, and one is from the 1700s. And those are the wood-burning fireplaces, and in particular the one from the 1600 period down there. That's the largest of the fireplaces, and it has a beehive oven. On the part of the house that was restored in the late 1700s to the Federal period, they have what are more like the Count Rumford fireplaces, and they were meant as coal-burning fireplaces. Some of the original architectural features that are still intact in a house are the single wide pine board wainscoting. Many of the original windows with the wavy glass are still here on that. And each of the windows have what are commonly called Indian shutters, but they're truly privacy shutters for in the village living. And they're great in the wintertime to shut off, to keep the heat in. We've really enjoyed using them. My favorite spot in this house is the lower level, the 1600s period room that has the great, marvelous fireplace and the beehive oven. And many a winter night, my wife and I really enjoy having an open fire there and a couple of glasses of wine and just spend the whole evening there talking and enjoying the atmosphere and the ambiance that's created there.
44 High Street offers a unique and versatile layout with 9 rooms, 4 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms, and 5 ornate fireplaces. On the 3rd level, there's an additional 500 square feet found in an adorable heated walk-up attic, and it's ready for your finishing touches. It's perfect for an additional bedroom, office, or play area. Ipswich, Massachusetts is a coastal town in Essex County. Once a thriving mill town, Ipswich today is a culturally and economically diverse community. The community offers an excellent location within easy reach of Maine and New Hampshire, a thriving economy based on tourism and high-tech industry, dozens of historic sites, gorgeous natural scenery, and outstanding recreational opportunities. Castle Hill, home to the magnificent 165-acre Crane Estate, which features a towering mansion, a series of ornate terrace gardens, and several other striking architectural features overlooking the sea and surrounding salt marshes and the Ipswich River. Just 28 miles northeast of Boston and easy access to the commuter rail makes Ipswich an ideal commuting location to the city, yet it still retains a picturesque rural setting in which to live.